Okay, so there's some new news, and a councilman has just been arrested for allegedly smoking crack and passing out in his car after court. So, there's something ironic about this, how the people who are making laws to control our lives don't follow them. You guys think these guys are like some squeaky clean, nah, he just does it by the book. No. The vast majority of people on these consoles, on these lawmaker books, they are breaking the law. There's video after video after video of the people making the laws breaking them. You'll have some guy get pulled over, let's say he's a councilman, and he'll just say, "Oh, I'm on the council. You can't do this to me. I'm above the law," and literally just cussing out the police for enforcing the rule. These guys literally think they're above the law. So let's watch this video and see what happens.
Arrest is going to come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hands.
A city councilman in Cranston.
So he has a crack pipe in his hand. He has a literal crack pipe. People are still serving time for that. People are still in jail for smoking crack or having crack. They got arrested in the 90s, the 80s. They're still in jail because of, I think it's called the 3-strike rule, and they're still in jail. While this guy is just openly, broad daylight, just smoking crack in his car, walking free. Did he get arrested? No. He's just having casual conversation with the police. If this was you or me, we'd be in jail.
Cranston, Rhode Island faces a drug charge after a police officer finds him sleeping in his car with a crack pipe in his hand.
So this guy could have killed somebody, could have hit somebody. He's smoking street drugs. He's clearly not of sound mind, because his brain is warped by all these drugs he's taking. And he's behind the wheel, which is the real scary part, because he could kill somebody's kid, he could kill somebody's dog, he could kill somebody's wife. And he's just casual, like with his arms folded like this, just talking to the police. No handcuffs, no nothing.
Thanks for joining us here on Law and Crime. I'm Anjanette Levy. That Cranston police officer's body camera recorded the interaction he had with Councilman Matthew Riley earlier this week. Take a look. You can see Riley breathing, his mouth.
This man is folded, man. He's passed out. No control over his body, no control over his mental state. He's just completely passed out like this. Could you imagine somebody driving like that? That alone should be at least a year in jail. That alone, just being behind the driving wheel under the influence, that should be a year in jail. Minimum. This guy, he needs to be held accountable.
Wide open as the officer approaches. Riley has a lighter and a pipe in his hand. The officer rouses him from his sleep.
You have any weapons on you?
No, not at all.
Road's open.
Still no handcuffs. This guy still hasn't been arrested. He still is walking freely, even though he broke the law. I thought when somebody breaks the law, they're supposed to be arrested. But this guy's just casual. Oh yeah. And that wasn't even a real pat down. They barely patted him down. If it was a normal person that broke the law, they pat him down. They'd be touching his booty. They'd be touching his crotch. They'd be, oh man, I gotta find whatever it is. I gotta find it. But this guy, who is a councilman, he's just casual. He just got a casual pat down. This guy could have killed somebody. He could have easily killed somebody. And I guess people are just above the law. I guess America is just ran by oligarchs. Now, they're just ran by oligarchs. These people just break the most laws, and they are the least likely to be held accountable.
You're gonna stop, try not to, Oh, no way, dude. Really?
Yes, yes. I was just on my way back from court.
Bro. Well, a rescue's gonna come check you out, man. I can't let you go. You were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well,
Sleep apnea? Really? Really? Sleep apnea. That's your excuse. With a literal crack pipe in your hand. He lies so easily. How does somebody lie this easily? Oh, wait. He's a politician. Of course he lies easily.
and then you have a crack pipe in your hand, so it's like,
Please, sorry.
listen, I have a body camera. Obviously,
Yeah,
everything
obviously.
I have is recorded. You know that, and what I've observed is on camera, so I can't pretend I didn't. You know, so a rescue's gonna come here,
Oh,
and they're
Jesus.
gonna check you out. You know, as far as I know, there's no drugs anywhere, so I
No.
can't. You know, so there's not a criminal investigation. There's more a health or well-being check type
Thank
thing.
you.
But yeah, I obviously have to document it. You know.
Look how much of a break this cop is giving him. If this was you or me, he would have searched the car, brought out the K9, interrogated us for like 2 hours. But this guy, he's just casual. Yeah, man. No drugs around. Oh, I guess it's not breaking the law. I guess you won't be arrested. That's what he's saying. He's giving this guy a break over crack, which is a law people are still serving to this day. They are still in jail to this day.
You can have that back.
Thank you. There will be no arrest.
What?
There will be no arrest.
No. Is there?
Wow. Politician privilege. Politician privilege. These, whether it's a councilman or the mayor or whatever, they will be given a break on their own laws that they passed. How does that make sense?
Are there any drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
All right.
The officer questions Riley.
He doesn't even search the car. Doesn't even search the car. Just like, oh man, I don't see any. No search, even though he had a crack pipe.
About his drug use. He's forthcoming and discusses struggling with addiction.
How long have you had this problem, man?
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
All right.
Cat.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
Okay. Do you know if any of that was laced with fentanyl or anything? Because you were out, and like looked like you were choking.
Really?
Yeah. That's why someone literally sprinted and flagged me down because they thought you were having a heart attack or choking.
No, not that I know of.
If you're using street drugs in 2023, you must have a death wish. Literally everything, I mean everything, is laced with fentanyl. If you just go around thinking, oh, my stuff's pure, I mean, the drug dealer will tell you anything, literally anything, in order to get you to buy their product. And there's no regulations, there's nothing, so he can say whatever he wants. He can say, yeah, bro, this is clean, pure, whatever. You take it, then you end up freaking dying because they put a bunch of additives, they put a bunch of other harder stuff in order to give it the appearance of being stronger. So this guy clearly, I don't know if he knew or didn't know, but yeah, that stuff was strong, and it probably could have killed him if he was behind the wheel and it's like, yeah, this is crack, and then he smokes it, and then he just passes out behind the wheel and then kills somebody. So yeah, this is partially the reason why we need to decriminalize all drugs. Instead of criminalizing it, how about make it legal for people who are like over the age of like 21, and then regulate it, make sure it's pure so there can be tests, and then there wouldn't be such a high demand for all these street drugs, which are dangerous, and it's just cut beyond belief, and it's killing people. I think like hundreds of thousands of people have died from fentanyl, hundreds of thousands minimum. And it's just going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. We know the answer is to legalize.
EMTs arrived to check out Riley as the police officers search his vehicle, which is littered with trash and junk. The officer found a chore boy scouring pad in the glove box. Chore boy is made of copper and metal. Drug users sometimes use a chore boy to make a crack pipe.
You got a test kit?
Yeah.
So it's over here.
A second officer arrives. They approach the vehicle to test suspected drugs found in the car.
What's wrong with this guy? It's your whole life. Down the drain for what?
So you don't know him at all? You guys don't know?
No, I've never met him.
His car is extremely clean though. I don't know if it was a crack that makes him want to clean his car, but his car is really clean. It has that new car look. So that's pretty surprising. I thought his car would be freaking trashed. But yeah, his car looks clean.
In my life, I can probably dig out just a smaller little rock so we don't have to break anything.
If we get a little bit with the powder.
The powder?
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll touch it. Forget it.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Be careful, because he was on the nod, or like, it seemed like
sure
anyways.
It's mixed with something else, but...
Just gonna say. Do you need this?
He's burning up.
He has a bunch of chore boy and...
Should we have it towed?
Looks like he's like half living out of his car. There's like
private property.
toiletries.
We're good. We're on private property. And this guy's look at this.
He's got a problem.
I'll do all the evidence stuff for it.
Thank you. All right, so is he rescue's good with him?
They're just finishing up right now. He's got the Brillo and everything over there.
Yep.
You see it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on. It's all.
They're finishing up right now.
That was in his glove compartment.
The first officer on scene also removed a crack pipe from Riley's vehicle. Riley appears to be okay after leaving EMTs and talking to the officer.
Yeah, I know. It's not like I have an option here, man. Sorry.
So they finally arrest him. They finally arrest him after, I think it's like 5 whole minutes. So this guy clearly broke the law. He could have killed somebody. And if they let him go, he's probably going to kill somebody on his way home. Or he could kill somebody at any point because he's a crack user. He's literally smoking crack.
No, you got anything on you? No.
I got gloves on. Alright.
There's stuff all over that car. When your mother gets in that car, I bet she sits in that, touches her face or mouth and goes down.
I had no idea there was anything down there.
So, look,
No, I mean the fentanyl.
yeah, you don't know what you're buying.
Yeah.
Did you buy that today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. And
Yeah.
You don't, is the same guy you usually buy it from?
I don't really usually buy it off anybody.
They're not all honest people. No, I mean,
Once or twice.
yeah, but whoever you buy it from, if you continuously buy it from them, you know who you're buying it from. You don't know what people are putting in it.
No, I understand.
You know, they may have made that, but that's a big rock you got in there. What's that, a $50 piece?
100.
100?
Yeah,
So,
I just got back into this.
this is gonna, listen, this is terrible situation. We're all in a tough spot, but we gotta do what we gotta do right by the numbers.
Look how apologetic the cops are. Like, they're sorry they have to arrest him. If this was a regular person, they'd be like, you're going to jail. You gotta pay all these fines, court fees. They'll rough you up a little bit. But this guy, they're like talking like best buddies. Like, he's their boss. Are councilmen the police's boss? Or is it the people? Why do they have this switch up whenever it's somebody who's a politician?
It'll help you in the end. Believe me when I tell you. And you'll say to us a month from now, good, best thing that ever happened to me. That's what they all tell us. You can't go down this road anymore.
No.
God forbid we find you dead. That's terrible. You know what I mean? You were down in the car.
No, I have an appointment set up for the 17th to go get help.
Yeah. You gotta get on a program right away.
No,
I mean, I look at you. You're not the Matt Riley that we know. Trust me. And listen. Your health and your well-being is worth way more than any political career.
Riley then expresses his concern about the media finding out about his arrest.
We don't report nothing to the media unless someone tells them. So, and then arrest records are public record. I'm not going to lie to you. But there's not much we can do on this. Unfortunately, if I was in your situation, I'd be in handcuffs.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying don't arrest me.
Yeah.
In terms of media for the kids, as much as
yeah. No, listen. We are only required to release what we release, and we won't. We have to release an arrest record by law. You know.
So this councilman is trying to convince the officer to clean or hide his arrest record, which is against the law. But I guess politicians, they don't follow the law. They don't care about the law. They're like, oh, please, please let me break the law without consequences. Please, please. No. And this is a good police officer because he's checking this guy and letting him know what it is. The law applies equally to everybody.
All right, jump in before you. We just want to make sure we got to monitor you because you've taken in some
I'm going to pat you down again, all right?
You've taken in some fentanyl, Matt, and that's we've got to make sure you may not feel it right now, but God forbid something happens to you.
Yeah, no, I've never done that
feel
before.
terrible about that, you know. I mean, you're not going to be there all day. You'll be in and out.
I'm going to keep your wallet with me. I have your phone already. You want me to throw this stuff in the car real quick?
Sure.
All right. Just step on in here. I'll bucket you up. Oh, wait.
Matt, who's going to come
side.
get that
I
car
thought this is
out?
a full cage.
What's that?
Getting you who's going to come get this car out?
I would.
Huh?
I would.
All right. Listen, you got to clean this car out.
It's supposed to be going back in tomorrow.
Oh.
My car's getting fixed.
Oh, this isn't even your car?
No, it's a loaner
All right.
car.
Okay, so the reason his car is so clean is because it was a rental. That's why his car is so clean. So it's not even his car. And who the heck smokes crack in somebody else's car? That's kind of weird. And a douche thing to do.
All right. I mean, there's all shit on the seat. All drugs on the seat.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't joking. I have an appointment on the 17th.
All right.
I'll crack a window for you in a second.
Who cares about your appointment, dude? You literally could have killed somebody.
Matthew Riley faces a drug possession charge. He's resigned from his position as chairman of Cranston's Republican Party.
How's he facing a drug possession charge? He should face a DUI. That's what he should be facing. But because he's a politician, he gets the lesser charge. He should be placed under arrest and be given a DUI. Because that's what he did. He was behind the wheel, under the influence, could have killed somebody. But of course, he gets away with it. And this will all be swept under the rug. It's sad.
And he's in rehab. The mayor of the city has urged him to step down from city council, and he's done so publicly. Riley will be back in court now.
There should be a rule that if you are unfit to be in political office, you should be forced to step down. If you are mentally incompetent or a drug abuser, you should be automatic, no questions asked, forced to step down. Period, man. Okay, yeah, this was an interesting case. The councilman got arrested. I didn't think he'd get arrested. He actually got a lesser charge though, but he still got arrested. Usually people, they sweep this stuff under the rug. You won't even hear about it on the media.